Call the meeting to order. Second, the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So if everybody's had an opportunity to review the minutes, I have a motion to adopt the minutes as distributed.
I'll move on.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. Citizens' comments tonight regarding agenda items only. Anybody?
Good evening, Fred Birch. Good evening. Fred Birch, Plainville Road. Item B there, you can see Myrtle Grove Cemetery. That's the one over across from the State Police Trooper Station off of Speech. It's kind of hidden. I actually did a grave there, I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago. And boy, nasty roots because there's trees everywhere. An old cemetery, a lot of people don't even know it's there unless you live in that development. But I think, I don't know for sure, our town clerk would probably know better than me, but I think there's maybe in the 18 years or so I've been keeping an eye on it, I think we haven't had more than 2 burials there. And then the substantial fee here for the snow, and it's gotta be done. But that's just an older cemetery, there's hardly any room left in it. When you do go over there, the ground is sandy, but there's roots from the trees everywhere. So you can't dig 2 inches without getting tree roots. So just a little bit of history on that for those who weren't aware of it. The items C and D here to appoint sheriffs as constables as needed. I know we've had security for our town board meetings and planning board meetings and court, I guess, you know. I haven't been to them, but I've seen them, and I'm aware that they have them. I see the wording here is different. I'm not sure that I've ever seen the wording like that before, hired as constables. And so I'd like a little bit better clarification on that. My thinking is of, like when we hire the people for the town board meetings, the way I thought it was worded in the past is, and I could be wrong, I probably am, but that they were hired as actual town employees to work in a security fashion. Okay, and then so
That's her title.
Okay, and so
that's the position title.
Okay, and so this I see is worded slightly different, and so I just concerns for that, being that I haven't seen anything like that before, and I'm not saying against it or anything, but just if you could elaborate and why we came to this, and if you give me just a little leeway here, 10 seconds. I was fortunate enough to attend the Clay Town Board meeting last week with 100 people. The Clay Town Board, the Clay Planning Board, the Clay Zoning Board of Appeals, and all their department heads. And it was wonderful. The people could ask any of those people questions. And of course, I walked up and asked a question and say I was from town of Lysander. And they answered my question. I wasn't the only one. There was another girl there from the town of Lysander. And the topic was my crop, but it was big. They did not have
That's a public hearing.
But it was the public hearing.
There's different rules for public hearing.
Yeah, they didn't have any security. I mean, there was somebody from Liverpool High School, you know, who walks the halls and stuff like that.
He's their constable, so they did have somebody. I know exactly who you're talking about.
And well, it was a woman, and she was like directing people where the bathrooms were and stuff like that. So, but it was a wonderful meeting and a lot of information. And I'm gonna actually attend the next one that they have. And I think it would be probably maybe a good idea if people had time to attend it if you got an opportunity. It's just learned a lot. Thank you once again for your time.
Anyone else? No? Okay. Town board comments. Start with you tonight, Mr. Moore.
Thanks for coming out, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stick to the agenda.
Ditto, just stick to the agenda tonight.
I just want to say thanks for coming out, thanks for watching. I want to congratulate the boys lacrosse team for back-to-back wins. Congratulate the girls team for all their accomplishments this season as well too. Other than that, I'll stick to the agenda.
What about the track? Track there, yes.
And the track team as well.
There you go.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you for attending. Out to the public, hopefully summer, we get rid of the smoke for a while here, get some decent summer days ahead of us after the rain. Attended Seneca River Days last Saturday. I didn't get to see the fireworks Friday night, but they sounded great from where I was. It was great to see people out. Even Otto New Orange made an appearance at Seneca River Days. Early voting starts for primaries. Town of Lysander Town Hall is one of the locations for early voting. That starts next Saturday, June 17th, goes till the 25th, right here in the auditorium. And to this afternoon, we had the Onondaga County gave the plan on the county plan and informational meeting. We had about 15 or 20 people here in attendance. It was very, very interesting to see the county's plan. Make sure you go to ongov.net. They have a link right there. It's 256 pages, so if you're bored, you got some free time, check it over. Other than that, that's it. Thank you.
Just to let everyone know, the week of the 4th, we don't have a meeting, so week of 4th of July. So our next meeting will be July 20th. That's all I have tonight. Mr. Ziegler?
I have nothing.
What the boys, they were section champs, right? They were state champs? Yeah.
Track. I think the team itself was sectional champs, but they had a number of
Those, right, yeah.
they had a number of individual
They were state champs.
right that were state and federation champs.
Okay.
So the first thing is on motion B, I'd like to thank Tommy and Cedric for noticing the trees that needed to come down. They went out there and marked them and then took some pictures, sent them to me. And so I put some bids out and then we received 2 bids in and this was the lowest amount. So that's why we're awarding it to Timber. And so I just wanted to explain that. And then the second thing is I received a report from the New York State Department of Transportation regarding the speed reduction request on Hayes Road in the town of Lysander. So I did post it on the website, but I'll just read it for the record. And I believe you all have copies of that as well. I did not make the speed study request, so I think it came from just in general with the planning, or this is one that I didn't make.
Okay.
So this is in response to a speed study requested in 2022. Based on the existing roadside development, crash analysis, test drives, and radar analysis, our investigation determined that lowering the speed limit would be appropriate only in the existing 55-mile-per-hour sections of Hayes Road and North Hayes Road. The official orders authorizing the speed limit reduction from 55 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour in these sections will follow. Upon receipt of official orders, the county may install the signing necessary to implement the lower speed limits. The study determined that the speed limit reduction in the existing 40-mile-per-hour section of Hayes Road is not appropriate at this time. We reviewed the crash history at this location, documented field conditions, and performed multiple test drives at various speeds along this route. During these test drives, the engineers evaluated the reactions of other motorists on the road as well as documented if they were able to maintain that speed based on the geometry of the road, development density, and pedestrian activity. They determined that the appropriate speed is the posted speed of 40 miles per hour, which would be considered the prevailing free-flow speed at which the majority of the drivers are driving. Drivers are influenced more by the appearance of the highway and prevailing traffic speeds rather than a posted speed limit. Setting the speed limit at the prevailing free-flow speed decreases conflicts, minimizes crashes, and makes it easier for vehicles and pedestrians to judge the speed of approaching vehicles.
Okay. So it looks like the whole road will be 40 then, is what they're saying.
They're gonna do 55 to 45, and from
45?
Yep,
Okay.
and then they'll send us an order, so it just could be a couple weeks before we
Then
get
we
there.
just change the sentence.
It's a county road, it's a county road, but I always make the highway aware of that,
Yeah.
I just give them a copy. So probably a couple weeks before we get the order.
All right. Okay. Anything else? No? Okay. Moving on to regular agenda items. May a motion authorize the town supervisor to sign the special event license for the Life Work Living 5K.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
It's actually life worth living, there's a typo in it. Should be life worth, not work.
I don't know. It says work on this.
I should say worth,
It's worth?
worth.
Okay.
Is that my typo? Or yours?
I have no idea.
Only reading it.
It's worth.
It's worth.
Okay.
Everything's all set on it.
All right. Did I get a second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. May a motion authorize the town supervisor to sign the contract with Timber Tree Service in the amount of $6,400 for tree and stump removal in Myrtle Grove Cemetery and Hillside Cemetery in the town of Lysander.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. May a motion to appoint Deputy Sheriff Gilbert Quiones as constable part-time as needed with a rate of pay of $41 per hour with a 3-hour minimum to provide security for town board meetings, work sessions, court, or other events as needed, effective June 15, 2023.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. May I have a motion to appoint Deputy Sheriff Catherine Loveland Ken as constable part-time as needed with a rate of pay of $41 per hour with a 3-hour minimum to provide security for town board meetings, work sessions, court, or other events as needed, effective June 15, 2023.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. May I have a motion to declare the 2005 Dell laptop computer serial number 800-45598-285-481, tag number 1090 as surplus.
I'll move it. I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. Okay, and we're adding motion F. A motion to authorize the expenditure of up to $37,000 for the Vallingby Circle Radburn Drive Drainage Improvement Project to be paid for by the Radisson Drainage District.
I'll move it.
I thought it was 38,000.
The other one was 38,000.
36.
You wrote 37.
Yeah, it's 36, it's,
Yeah.
no, this one is 36,794.
I had
just
my
rounded it up to
fingers up.
37,000.
I moved it.
Yeah.
I hit all this.
I'll second it, sorry.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Okay. Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. No need for an executive session, and a motion to adjourn at 6:44.
Did you want to mention about the June 27th meeting for the club? No.
Yeah, we can do it. On June 27th at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a special meeting that the town clerk will advertise, and it's going to be going over our comprehensive land use plan. More discussion with the board members and the chairman of the club committee. So, and that's an open meeting, anybody that would like to attend, we're gonna have it in the, there's court that night, I believe, so we're gonna have it in the conference room. Okay, so, motion to adjourn at 6:45.
I'll move. Do you allow second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.